Yo, what's up, everybody? Y'all should know the deal. Everyone, welcome to The Empire, where we like to engage with everyone from pastors to actors, rappers to trappers, and everybody in between. And guess what? We have another amazing guest for today. You probably didn't understand what I said. It doesn't matter, though. My name is Antonio D. Miles. I'm your host for today. And like I said, we have another amazing guest. She's an artist, educator, and so much more. And we're going to learn about everything that she does from her mouth to herself. I'm not going to talk about it. We're going to hear it from her. And that young lady's name is Young Miss. Young Miss, welcome to The Empire.
What's going on, guys? Thank you for having me.
Man, so glad to have you. How have you been, Young Miss?
I've been good. I'm blessed. Busy and blessed.
Busy is good and blessed is good.
Yes, definitely both.
For sure. What you been busy with? Give us a little update real quick. Give us a little, what you been busy with?
Well, along with work, being an educator you're always busy, basically. There's no getting away from that. And then being an artist keeps me busy too. DJing, just got back from Coachella. Um, and just I have events one after the other, so calendar's full, blessed and busy.
That is all. That's congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Because, there's people out here who wish their calendars were full. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's something that you want to do and want to be a part of, right?
Yeah, definitely. I always try and make sure, I fill in those dates when I can.
That part. It's one of the things, I'm pretty sure you've experienced this, double booked. How do you, what's your thoughts and feelings of ever getting double booked?
I always try and make sure that doesn't happen. Like I'm not double booked for two events at the same time. If it's two events the same day, then that's fine. We can work that out. But yeah, being double booked, that means you're not looking at your calendar.
That part.
That's you got to make sure.
I feel like it happens every once in a while. You slip up, you're like, damn it.
Yeah, it does happen. You be like, oh yeah, I'm free that day, and then you look back like, oh, sorry,
It's like, dang. And then okay, here's a good question for you. So how do you determine, say you want to do both events, right? Both gigs. How do you determine which one you have to let go?
Oh, most of the time, if I'm not getting paid for one, that's the one I gotta let go. Yeah, it's business first every time. Like,
that part.
Even if I really want to do it, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, let's reschedule.
That part. It's like 500 or 5,000. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I don't know. Wow. Yeah. I feel you. Hey, man, these lights don't stay on by themselves.
That part. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So, Young Miss.
Yeah.
Connie, can you please tell everybody who you are and the things that you do for people who may not know who you are and the things that you do?
Yes. My name is Connie Clark, but everybody calls me Young Miss. As I said, I'm an educator. Got my master's in education. I'm a life skills teacher, which is special education. And I'm also an artist. Sing, rap, DJ, juggle, tap dance. I don't do all that, but you feel me? I like to do a little bit of everything. I can't dance though. I got 2 left feet.
Dang, can you at least sidestep?
Oh yeah, I can 2-step all day. I can,
Okay, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Got you. So no salsa dancing with you and your partner. No salsa dancing.
Oh, yeah, I can do a little salsa.
Okay.
Little something, you feel me? Maybe after, a little drink or two.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, just get a couple of mimosas or whatever you do. Exactly, you know what I mean?
A couple margaritas, yep.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. There's a famous jazz song that's called "Why Musicians Can't Dance." Just reminding me of that.
Really, I'm gonna have to listen to that. It's probably the story of my life.
That part's like, oh, I don't know how it sounded kind of interesting, but at least you can make the music to make people dance. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. See, that's my job. You feel me? I'll make it for them.
Right. I don't need to dance. I make y'all dance. I do my 2-step over here.
Right.
Everybody's happy.
Exactly. Everybody wins.
That part. It's a win-win.
Exactly.
Win-win. So Connie, for we like to go a little bit deep to know a little bit about our artists, like the abyss. You know what I mean? Swim, 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 swim.
Let's do it.
So can you give us a brief story about where you grew up, how you grew up, all the way to the young lady that you are today?
Okay, sure. Born in Inglewood. Inglewood. Uh,
Always up to no good.
exactly. I was out there maybe till like age 8, and then I moved to Paris. Moved to the IE Inland Empire, and I've been here ever since. You feel me? This is definitely home now. Um, I was in Inglewood the other day. That feels like home too, but like not really. Like the IE is home, because I've been here so long. Um, yeah, yeah, and now I'm here. I feel like I've been in every city. I feel like I get love in every city. So like I really do love the Inland Empire. Like that's me, Queen of the IE. I'm here, baby.
Mm. Okay, we have to address it, right? How we get the name Queen of the IE? How did that happen? Was it self-proclaimed? Talk to us, enlighten us.
You know what? I think it was self-proclaimed. I think I gave myself the crown because I feel like I put in the work to have that title. Just putting years of attention into building the community in the IE, the hip hop community. Not just the hip hop community too, you feel me? The education community too. Like I really feel like even though I wasn't born out here, like me making this my home and making sure everybody knows what the IE is, like, yeah, I gave myself the crown. And nobody said nothing. So
Hey, fuck it, right? Hey, if no one challenged the queen, then let the queen reign.
Exactly.
That part. I was talking to Eugene O'Neill. Shout out to Eugene recently.
Shout out to Eugene.
And Cam Archer.
Shout out to Cam.
And what I've been hearing a lot is that even Tangent and like the IE hip hop scene has been growing and getting bigger and more noticed. Like, what's your thoughts on the IE hip hop scene now?
Man, I feel like there's so many heavy hitters in the IE that are slept on. And then you have new artists coming in. I'm excited for that. I'm trying to keep my ear to the streets, because all the heavy hitters, we've been doing this for a long time. But there's these new artists, and I feel like we can't ignore the upcomers. Like it's important for us to make sure we pour into them too. Like T Spoke. Shout out to T Spoke. She's an up and coming female rapper. Because we've done it. So now it's like we need to make sure we show love to the new age. You feel me? To the new school.
Facts. Can you give us a couple of names of some heavy hitters? Maybe some people might not know.
You said the name of what?
A couple of heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters. Oh, Noah James, Cam Gnarly, Stevie Crooks. All the homeboys. Cam Archer, like you said.
Yeah.
It's so many of us that have been doing it for a minute. I have like it's the Common Ground shirt on right now. You feel me? Like 14-year anniversary. So, 14 years. It's been a long time of us all just doing our thing in the IE.
Yeah, shout out to all y'all. Shout out to all y'all. And you mentioned earlier that you just got back from, Coachella. So I want to play a little clip. I want you to tell us a little bit about what's happening in this clip. All right. Can you just let us all know what's going on?
All right, for sure.
What's happening?
Okay. That's me DJing at the community space that they have at Coachella for Q+ and A+. We had a ball there with the Blessed Madonna. If you guys don't know who that is, go check her out. Big DJ. So she came and she hung out with us for a second, and it was cool to be able to DJ for her because she's a big DJ, So I had to make sure I did my thing, and I was having fun.
Yeah, which is important. You got to have fun.
Yeah, I had a great time. How
was your experience actually in Coachella? How was the experience?
It was definitely an experience. I give you that. Not a lot of sleep. There's a lot of stages. It's like you have no time to even think. You got to go and see the next act. Like, oh, this so-and-so is going on. Like, oh, I lost a lot of weight because you got to walk miles to get to, the next stage in 10 minutes. But it was fun. I learned about new artists like Chaperone, or I think that's her name. It's just, as a musician, being there too is really cool. Especially, I went there with Q Plus. Shout out to Q Plus. So like we had VIP to everything.
Wow.
So it was really cool because you're standing next to like your favorite artist, like you look over and you see Tyga, or there's another clip somewhere where like I look over, there's Justin Bieber, so that experience, it makes you think like, oh, I'm not that far from where these people are. It's not going to take that much for me to get to where they are. So definitely experience I won't forget. I hope I get to go next year too.
Oh yeah, you're gonna go. We can throw in the atmosphere. We're gonna throw that out.
Yeah.
You can go again.
Come on, Coachella energy. Just bring it to myself.
It's crazy, and you mentioned it like how you don't realize how close you are to people, right?
Yeah.
Like right there.
Right.
So I guess Coachella, you can always think about Coachella as a plus because you can lose some weight, get your exercise on and stuff like that too.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I was carrying DJ equipment too, so that was like extra pounds. I'm like, man, I could at least gave me a cart, but it was cool. It was
I had you go there like, hey, you know what? No gym membership this week.
Yeah, for real.
No gym membership this week.
Yeah, I would do it all over again though. I really would.
I love it. I love it. For everyone who's just joining the stream, we're here talking with young Miss. She gave us a background on how she grew up. Yeah. She talked to us about, being DJing at Coachella with Q Plus. You guys are on The Empire. My name's Antonio Lee Miles. Please like the video if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel. We have amazing guests just like Connie, young Miss, and we're going to keep moving forward with what we're doing here. So, young Miss, right? You just came out with an album, or not that recent, but the album came out this year. Local Celebrity, correct?
Yes, sir. Local Celebrity.
Can you talk to us about the album, how it came about, favorite tracks, what people can expect, the name of the album? Talk to us all about the album.
Yeah, well, we can start with the name. It's interesting. I actually had like a little falling out with a producer, and I feel like he was trying to diss me, and that's what he kind of called me, like, "Oh, you're just a local celebrity." And to me, I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna take that, like you could try and make it a negative thing, but to me, that's a positive thing. Like I said, I'm in my community. I walk around and people notice me, and I had to work to get that. It's not every day that happens for people. So yeah, local celebrity, I'll be that. Sure, yep, I'll take that title. But yeah, that was basically my idea behind everything. And just working towards the goal. If you look at the back cover of the album, which I need to promote more, there's like a Grammy at the end. So like that's the main goal, even though I'm a local celebrity, maybe a few years from now, I might be international superstar. Who knows, there's levels to it. Producers on there, I got Rich IE, I got Soul Dope 95. Who else I have on there? Oh, Wits the King. Bangers that they made some bangers. I have some more beats from them too, so maybe we'll get a local celebrity too. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but my singles, I dropped the video for No Questions. I think that was last month, and then I just dropped Feel the Vibe. That's my new single out right now. So cool. I would say those two are my favorite.
Okay. Shout out. I really like how you took the shots fired that the producer was saying.
Yeah.
You won't name drop, but the producer was saying, and you're like, you know what? Let me just flip that because you know what? Yeah. I am a local celebrity. People know me.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I respect that a lot. You know what I mean? And a couple of tracks that really hit me. One of them was. So the first one that really got me, and I'm not sure if I think it's on the album. I'm pretty sure it's on the album. The first one that got me is I'm Good.
I'm Good is on And Still. That was my last project.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going and I was like, man, I really like the this is the vibe of it. I just really liked it. And then on the Sonics is Gate Program on
that's And Still too.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
you gotta catch you still on the last one. You gotta catch
man,
up.
that my Spotify messing up on me or something.
And you know what? I don't like Spotify because they just be putting random tracks, and it's like artists put their tracks in order for a reason. So I don't need Spotify, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Spotty, you're spotting, Spotty.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was like, play the whole album, and I just like so I'm like, I'm assuming it's playing the album. It's got local celebrity on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so gate
It's all
program.
good.
I
Yeah,
was like, wow, I really like the sonics of it. The sonics was really moving on that.
I appreciate it.
But I guess I gotta go back and
Yeah,
check.
you gotta tap in.
I gotta go back and check what's going on. Dang,
Yeah,
Spotty, this is messing up
please,
over here.
please do. No rush. You know, it's gonna be out until whenever. You feel me?
Forever.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, it's out, so it's out. But at least I
Mhm.
got to recognize more about your sound and your style. And I remember those two songs that I a lot where I was going through the discography. I was like, man, like I really like it. And what's cool, and I think you mentioned it earlier, is that not only do you rap, but you also sing too as well, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And on top of that, as we saw you that you do DJing, right? So
Hmm.
when it comes to being behind the mic or behind the tables, which one do you prefer? And is there a different vibe?
I would definitely say I prefer being behind the mic, because I've been doing that longer. It feels more natural to me. DJing just came about because I would throw parties and it's like, well, who's gonna play the music? I guess I am, like I didn't really have money to pay a DJ. It's like I'm the DJ, and throwing party. Anybody who throws parties knows like so you got to figure it out. So that's how I got started DJing, and I'm still learning. There as a DJ, there's so many tips and tricks and different buttons and stuff. So even DJing at Coachella, like there's still more I could learn to do, and then maybe I'll go up to the next level. But definitely being behind the mic, rapping and singing, like I love doing that. I love hopping on the stage, because for me that's therapy for me. I'm very quiet, very reserved, but when I'm on stage, it's like I can't do that. I have to put on a show. So yeah, I enjoy that more.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Going back to like the person, the artist
Hmm.
outside of the stage and the artist on stage.
Hmm.
The first thing that comes to my mind is like I guess Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. That
Okay.
whole thing.
Yeah.
So what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought, but I always think it's kind of interesting because it's like I feel like it's kind of like the our sorry my blah, 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 blah,
All
blah.
right. Take your time. It's early.
The way of expressing ourselves is like it's like showing our true colors like without fear.
Yeah.
It's like this
Right.
is who I really am type of thing.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. So sometimes I have to put the young Miss persona on to get out of my own head. Like and then I always think about I watched this documentary so long ago, but like Marvin Gaye, like he was really shy, but then he gets on stage and it's Marvin Gaye, like he has the band, he's dancing and doing all of this. So like I think about that from time to time. Like, yo, that's me. If you meet me, I might not even talk to you. I'll say what's up, but I'm real quiet in the corner. But
that
when I'm
part.
at that stage, I'm gonna make sure like I'm rapping to you, or I'm singing to you, make sure I put on a show.
Yeah, and I think as influencers and like entertainers,
Yeah.
sometimes people will take one persona, I guess the one that you're known for, like Young Miss, and they
Hmm.
think that's like who you are in real life type of situation.
Hmm.
It's like I'm not really that outspoken person. I'm kind of like a quiet, reserved person, and I
Yeah.
think a lot of people who, and I guess it probably happens mostly for like probably like rappers, where they have to like, and I read about it, like they have to like live this persona. They're like, kind of like trapped by the persona. They can't
Hmm.
really like be themselves, which I think kind of sucks in the world sometimes because people create this. You see what I'm saying? Like they create this image and they have to live with this image, but they're not. It's not who they really are. Even
Yeah.
some YouTube influencers do that stuff too, or Instagram influencers. Like they create this image, but that's not who they really are, and so they're
Yeah.
trapped by this image. I'm not saying that that's how you are. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that.
No, I mean, I try and be myself. Like, people might have this image of me because they see they watch my music video, but like they get around me like, oh, you're really quiet. Like, yeah, sorry, I didn't know what you were expecting. But I'm me at the end of the day. I can't be anybody else.
True.
But as far as persona, like sometimes I do take young miss and I use that persona in the classroom.
Uh-oh.
I like to have fun. Like, yeah, come on, kids, let's beatbox. Like,
Dope.
yeah. So you can't really be shy in the classroom. You have to teach. So that does help me, like being a performer, because I'm getting up in front of, I'm on stage teaching. So I
Yeah.
definitely use
I
that.
remember shout out to Adam et al. He's
Shout
also
out to Adam et al.
yeah, he's a teacher as well. And he was telling me like kind of like, it's like they're both stages,
Yes, definitely.
which is interesting kind of perspective if you're a teacher. And I think Cam Nolly's also a teacher. Yeah.
Is Cam a teacher?
Yeah.
Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Cam Gnarly.
Yeah, I think he's also a teacher. We out here,
Yeah.
not just it's cool because also I think what's also cool about that teacher and MC rapper persona is that you get to actually show kids, hey, like you could still be a rapper and be cool, and you
Right.
can still be an educator at the same time. Like it's still cool to do both.
Oh, definitely. I preach that. I'll be trying to get my kids like, you sure you don't want to be a teacher? Like but yes, I try my best to make education fun, because I know coming up I'd be in class like, oh my gosh, like so bored, so I make sure we're having fun at all times. Like we could be learning about plants, like, I'm gonna make a rap about chlorophyll, like
I like that.
yeah,
The green stuff.
exactly.
Got you. Not this green stuff, but the green stuff.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Hello.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about education, can you tell us a little bit about your education, the type of education that you teach, why you decide to become an educator? Can you give us a little background on stuff like that?
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I have my master's in education. Very long road. Very long road. I started at Moreno Valley College. I got 3 associate's degrees there. Finally moved on to Cal State San Bernardino, go Yotes. Got my bachelor's in sociology, and then finally I got my master's at CBU. And I got into education. My mom worked at LA Unified, so like I'd always be there, helping her work. I'm stapling papers, I'm filing stuff. So already I had like the clerical thing down, because she had me doing that. And then my dad was a pastor, and he was really big on education, because he was on the stage as well. He's teaching the congregation. So he kind of instilled that in me. He had me like tutoring after school. I get out of class and he's like, okay, we're going to the community center, so you could go and tutor. That was at 8 or 9. So it's been something that I've been doing, and it kind of just made sense. I had somebody like recommend me for an education job. I wanted to be a doctor. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I had somebody tell me like, oh, you be good at this. And then once I got that job, I was like, oh, like I actually love this, because I've already been doing it. So since then, I was like 2008, once I got out of high school. I just aged myself. But anyway, yeah, once I got that job, every other job after that has just been education. So it made sense to become a teacher.
Gotcha. And you say you teach special education right now?
Yeah, special education.
Gotcha.
Elementary school.
Learning disabilities and stuff like that?
Yes, learning disabilities, autism, Down syndrome.
Yeah.
All of those fun things.
Got you. Thank you for that work, because number one, it's, what do they call it? Like a thankless job. Being one of the teachers is kind of like a thankless job. And number two, I know that working in that community or that section with like learning disabilities, autism, it's not easy. It's not easy, because some of these kids, they have, I guess I could say, triggers that can, they can set them off, they can kind of go off. And so I just want to thank you for that work. And I know it takes a lot of patience, for sure.
Definitely takes a lot of patience. It just takes patience, yes, but I think it takes a special person. And that's speaking to the people around me too. Because you can't really like think about it that way. You have to, they're kids, like they want to learn, they want to have fun. And that's why I really love what I do, because at the end of the day, like the kids in my class are the coolest kids on campus. Like it
Hey.
doesn't matter if it's special education, what disability you have, like we're in there, we're having fun, we're learning, and that's it. I try not to look at all that other stuff. Um, because then they're gonna let that hold them back, and like,
Yeah.
no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I respect that. Yeah, it's about the kids and not thinking anything beyond that. And I definitely do respect that. What's one of the most important things that you've learned since you've been an educator?
Um, man, I would say sometimes you got to take your work home with you, or you won't get it done.
Okay, you got your own homework.
Yeah, but then like other educators would be like, "Oh no, when you're off, like you're done." But like as a new teacher, because this is my second year teaching, like no, I have to make time at home to do it, or I'm gonna fall behind.
Mm,
Like that's the biggest lesson I've learned. And like now, when I work from home, I'm like, okay, I'm getting ahead. That way, when I get to work, I don't have to do paperwork. I could teach. Like I have time to actually pour into my students. So that's a very big thing. Also, asking for help. I have a problem with that because I like to do everything myself. Like as young miss, that's what I'm doing. I'm booking my schedule. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I don't really like to ask for help. So I'm learning to do that as an educator. Like, how
yeah,
do I do this instead of messing up? I don't like messing up either. So it's better to ask for help.
yeah. You got to pick one. Which one you want? You want
I
mess up?
know,
Or you want some
yeah,
help?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're not messing up.
That part. You mentioned a couple times that you I think it was the Q Plus that got you into
Hmm.
the VIP for Coachella and stuff like that, and you've been DJing with them for a while. And
Hmm.
correct me if I'm wrong, but the Q Plus is like the LGBTQ plus community, correct?
Yes, yes. Q
So
stands for queer plus.
yeah. So why is it important to you to be a part of this community, to DJ for this community? Why is it important for you to do these things?
I would say it's important because I get to be me. You know, um, in the world, sometimes I feel like sometimes I have to hide myself. But when I'm around Q plus, it's like you don't have to hide. You could be you. You could, I can act feminine if I want. I can act masculine if I want. Because it's a group of people who we're all us. Um, and then out in the world, it's people have their own opinions. They think and they judge you on things they don't know. So it's not always comfortable. Um, so being in Q Plus has definitely helped me grow too. Helped me learn about myself. Great organization. Shout out to Q Plus again. Shout out to Navy. Shout out to Jews. Shout out to all my fam. Hello, hey guys.
Dope. And I think it's important to have for all of us, whatever we, want to have a place that we can, going back to like the artists and the people in public, that you can be
Mhm.
yourself and like express yourself and be comfortable. You know what I mean? Like life
Right.
is too short not to be able to live your most fulfilled, happiest life. You know what I mean?
That's
And so
facts.
I believe from what I'm getting from you, the Q plus space and community allows you to do that.
Yes, definitely. They push me to be myself, like even if they see I'm being reserved, they're like, no, like I wore a crop top at Coachella. That's not something I would do. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I had some of the homies around me like, you wearing a crop top, but it's like, yeah, do that, express yourself, be different, um, and be comfortable in the space that you're in, whatever space that you're in. That's definitely what Q plus is pushing.
Definitely. And if you don't feel comfortable in a certain space, then maybe that space is not for you.
Exactly.
It's just that simple. Was the crop top functional? Was it hot enough to wear a crop top, or are you just like, I'm just gonna wear a
Yeah,
crop
at first I was like, "Oh my gosh," I was covering my stomach and whatever. But after a while, it's hot. It's hot out there. I didn't even care. Like,
top?
I was strutting my stuff. It was too hot to care at one point.
That part. Did you have a spray bottle? Just like, chick, chick.
Yeah, my homegirl had one. I was like, thank God, because I'm like, help me out. She was spraying all of us. Like, shout out to Cody.
But
Yeah, like
so
me
when
next.
it you mentioned that your dad was a pastor, so
Yes.
it makes me think like, how was the relationship explained to your dad that you're part of the Q plus community? Like, how was that relationship?
It was not explained.
Okay.
Yeah, my father passed away before we had that talk.
Mm,
Um, but I'm pretty sure he probably knew, like, okay, my daughter's a little different, you know. Um, because I know he was always trying to, buy me the most feminine clothes he could.
yeah.
Um, all the baby fat and all, stuff like that. He was like, "Yeah, don't worry about the price. Like, I just want to make sure you're dressing to this standard." But yeah, I'm me. I knew my parents knew without me having that conversation. It's just I always felt I needed to be respectful, so I didn't have that conversation because I already knew what their views were. You know,
Yes.
yeah. So I'm like, I'll just keep it to myself. My
Gotcha.
friends knew for the most part. But yeah, I'm still getting to know myself. I'm still putting myself out there. It hasn't always been like, yeah, I'm out and proud. Like, no, it's still growing pain. I don't know if that's the right word
No,
for
I'm
it.
with you. I'm with you. You're still, like you said, you're still understanding and finding out who you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
definitely.
actually heard someone say this, I think it was yesterday. The guy was 50, but I think it can still relate to us. He was like, "You're not the same person you were 20 years ago."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And there's also correct me if I'm wrong, people, a scientific study that says like, so if you didn't know, like dust is basically like, so if you have a lot of dust in your house, usually it's because dust comes from shedded skin. Your skin
Oh,
sheds,
that's
right? So that's
gross.
dust. So basically, every 7 years, we've already are physically changed because you see where I'm going with it?
Yeah, right. Shedding that skin.
Yes. So we're always
Mhm.
changing. So Connie Clark, young Miss, 7 years from now, might be a different person, meaning like an involved person about knowing who she is, who she wants, et cetera, et cetera. Same thing
Mhm.
for me. So I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I 7 years from now, I definitely see myself being more a part of the community and pushing it forward, um, and providing a space, because I didn't have that. Um, I feel like I had to hide, and I want to make sure that the youth coming up, they feel like they don't have to. They could be their authentic selves and be comfortable and know that it's okay. And they don't have to run from the world. Like, live in it, be yourself, be comfortable, and I definitely think that's important. So yeah, I see that in my future. I'm working towards that now. Q Plus is definitely helping me with that. But now it's time to start building something for myself.
Hey, shout out to you. You know what I mean? And shout out to Q Plus. But like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day,
That's
right?
true.
Just baby steps, as they say. And for everybody who's just joining us today on the live, we're here with young Miss. We just talked about her being in Q Plus, rocking the crop top.
Rocking the
You know,
crop top.
you guys are on the Empire. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We have a lot of amazing guests just like her. Share it, blah 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 blah. But we're gonna keep on moving forward. So young Miss, you're also a co-host of a podcast called the Real Dope Podcast. Am I correct? Is the right name?
Yes, the Dope
The
Podcast.
Dope
The
Podcast.
Dope
Forgive me.
Podcast. Yes.
Yeah. How did it start? Um,
Mhm.
what is it about? What can people expect when they're checking it out? Can you give us a whole breakdown about that?
Yeah, I started it with my homegirls. Shout out to Charmin Elise and Big Keela. Right now, it's me and Big Keela running it. We basically just wanted to start a podcast. We were already really close. We were coworkers, and we would always just talk about everything that's going on. So it just made sense. And the podcast is for the culture. Whenever anybody asks me, I say that we talk about everything culture related, usually Black culture because we're Black. But anyway, yeah, we just like to talk about the hot topics. Sometimes we gossip on there, but it's okay. And we like to bring on guests as well, get their opinion on what's going on, get their backstory, and yeah, just make fun of each other and have fun.
That's dope. I was talking to can't think of his name, but his handle's the music homie, and he
Mhm.
was saying, one of the hardest things, and I think I'm gonna pass this on to you, see if you agree. One of the hardest things is finding the right co-host, someone that
Yeah.
you can vibe with to make things work out the right way.
Yeah,
What's your thoughts on that?
definitely. Because like I say, I don't talk much, but my co-host Big Keela, she talked too much. So it's like it's the perfect balance, you know. And she brings that out of me because I'll be commenting on the things she's saying, you know, like so it works really well. Like and that's my OG. We bounce, you know, we hang out and we be shooting it. I almost curse right now. I don't know if I can curse, but
Yeah, you could be yourself. Be yourself.
we be shooting the shit. You feel me? So
Yeah,
we just take that. We take that. We put it on the podcast, and you can see our friendship when you watch the podcast, and that matters. You know, you don't want to be on a podcast with people you don't know, and then everybody's stiff because there's no connection between everybody. You know, yeah, like so.
that
Well,
part.
yeah, I'm always happy to film with her because it's like it's another day.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip recently, and I think I forget her name, but I believe she was a Muslim woman, and
Yes.
she was talking about, I think it's one of your recent ones, and she was talking about how about being like masculine and not masculine or something along those lines. And it
Yeah.
depends on the type of dude she's around and the
Yeah, the
environment.
people she's around or how she acts. Yeah. Shout out to Madi. We had Madi on our last episode, season 2, episode 4.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. There's been I'm pretty sure you probably seen it, but it seems like, excuse me, right now there's going to be like a lot of talk about relationships and
Hmm.
masculine and feminine. And have you been
Hmm.
hearing a lot about these talks that's been happening a lot lately?
That's always people always want to debate on should you go 50-50 or
Yeah.
should the man pay for everything? Like, yeah, that's always.
Mm, yeah. I guess I got to
Like,
ask, what's your thoughts on that, and
yeah.
how do you move on that? Because I know you have a partner, you're married. Correct
Hmm.
me if I'm wrong.
Yes,
What's your thoughts on that whole thing, and how do you guys move?
I feel like guys, you should always pay for the first date. I mean, you're taking her out. That's a privilege. She didn't have to go out with you. You could have went by yourself. You're in the presence of a beautiful young lady. So yeah, pull your wallet out. If you can't afford it, reschedule the date. And then when you guys get together, that's when things should be 50-50. Until then, you're courting this woman. Yeah, pay for dinner. That's the least you could do. Get her some drinks. If she start asking for steak and all of that, then you just say like, "Hey, I like steak too, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to, afford." So,
That part.
find out a way to say it, like, I got you on that, or oh, I don't know if I could do that, or this might be the last round, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
but
um,
yeah,
one of the things I really like what you said, which is like, if you can't afford to go on a date, then
hmm
don't ask anybody out for a date.
yeah, like what? I don't get that. I don't get that, like. Cause then what are we doing?
Part.
But I get like ladies, that's different to me. Like, yeah, go get dinner. You feel me? I feel I don't know homegirls, but I want to go get something to eat. I'm finna let him take me out, but
Scandalous.
yeah, but like, yeah, guys, if you ain't got the bread, just hold off, let her know.
Yeah, I do. It reminds me, because I do think it's kind of scandalous, because some girls are like, I don't really care about the dude, but I'm hungry.
Right.
Scandalous.
Go get your lunch, girl. You
Oh,
feel
you're
me?
supporting it?
Oh yeah, I support it.
Shame
Yeah.
on you. Shame on you. Shame, shame,
A girl's got to eat. Go shoot. Go get your
shame, shame.
hey, hey, and then you find out if you really like him or not once you go and eat. Right? You're
But
not hungry no more. Your eyes open up. You can see if he's a good guy.
she already said she's not interested in him. She's like, I'm not interested.
Yeah, but maybe she'll be interested after she sits down and talks with him because he just bought her lunch.
Lie. You lying. Why are you lying to us?
What
Why are
you
you lying
mean?
to
This
us?
is real. This is real talk right now. Whoever's in the comments, let us know what you think. Cause
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah, comment down below, folks. Is she being honest? Come on. Okay. If you guys agree
I
with
think
her,
that makes sense. I know you're not gonna want to listen to me unless I have your ear. How do I get your ear? I'm gonna buy you dinner.
okay. Or, I guess because there's nothing you can never tell anybody except being face to face, right, and knowing what's going on,
Exactly.
right? Which makes so
Exactly.
much sense. You know, young Miss Connie,
Hmm.
um, correct me if I'm wrong,
Hmm.
but you're into anime and you're into gaming.
You know what? I'm getting into anime.
Okay.
I'm on like season 11 of One Piece.
But
Um,
yeah, a long way to go.
I know, and I'm like going through these episodes, but like I'm not in a rush because cool, I got a show to watch forever, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely love One Piece, so I'm getting into anime. Um, I know there's a lot I'm missing in anime, so I got to catch up.
Got you. Why'd you start
Um,
One Piece? Why'd you choose One Piece out of all of them?
I was watching like K dramas. Um,
Was that Korean dramas?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So like I like romantic comedies and things like that. So I was watching that and then like randomly it came up like suggested, One Piece came up. Shout out to Ash, shout out to B Rayo in the comments too. Um, shout out to Genesis. I see you too.
Yeah, hey, you want some, he wants some, she wants some, everybody wants some.
Exactly. Everybody wins. It's a win-win.
They both want to eat something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
My point exactly.
yeah.
You feel me? Everybody gets fed. Um,
Korean dramas.
yes, Korean dramas. And then One Piece came up randomly. I'm like, let me put this on, see what it's about. I've been hearing about it. And now I'm stuck. I really am. I'll probably watch it after we're done with this.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I
And
love it.
gaming. Shout out to the Gamer Girls. That's me and the homegirls. We be playing Fortnite. Um, also I used to play 2K with the homeboys. Shout out to the
Mm,
homeboys. Um, yeah, I love gaming. I love gaming. It's fun. It's like you get off work and you want to shoot something or dunk on somebody. It's relaxing.
got you. Are you a Fortnite girl right now? Is that like your game of
Oh
play, game
yeah.
of choice?
Yeah, that's my game of choice right now, Fortnite. Like got to get on there, get our victory royales, get our crowns. You feel me? It's
Good.
yeah.
What's your thoughts on paying for like skins and stuff like that? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I just bought two new skins like
Okay.
2 days ago. So like, and it was like $23. But like I work hard. I deserve to enjoy my game.
That part. It's my money. I can do it.
Exactly. Who gonna stop me?
That part.
Exactly.
Got you. You had the pin to my credit. Whose name is on this card?
Right. My bills paid. What do you want me to do?
Right? You're gonna
Yeah.
say, am I gonna say no to me for having fun?
Yeah. Not at all.
No.
Never. Treat
I might,
yourself. That's how I look at it.
that part. Might buy a skin today.
Exactly. Exactly. And they just put a new Star Wars update on there. So, I might see
Uh-huh.
if they got Darth Maul or something. May the
Ooh,
force be with you. Feel me?
that part. Did you hear about speaking of that, today's the May 4th, which is interesting.
Mhm.
I feel like today's date, May 4th, is more popular than all of Black History Month.
Oh no, that's horrible, but you might be right.
Like there were some people in Thailand talking about May 4th today and celebrating it. I'm like, wow, interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, do they
That
even
that's
know Black
sad.
History Month?
That's really sad when you put it that way. I don't think they celebrate Black History Month anywhere else.
Yeah, and these are American people that live in Thailand,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
May the 4th has become so popular. I'm just saying, like, in
Yeah.
comparison to like,
That's horrible. That's
but
I'm sad that you brought that up.
oh well, sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
No,
know
we,
what I
def-
mean?
we definitely need to put more energy into celebrating Black History Month.
Yeah,
But
some people say Black History
Juneteenth
here
is
all year
coming up.
round. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said Juneteenth is coming up though. I feel like we go hard for Juneteenth. I know I do.
Yeah, and people are like, "What's Juneteenth?" Oh, educator, you want to educate them on Juneteenth a little bit?
Yes, Juneteenth, celebration for the freeing of the slaves. Well, they were already free, but everybody didn't know. It finally got down to the slaves in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. And now we celebrate the fact that everybody knew they were free now.
There we
Right.
go. So y'all have a little history, and A lot of people say it shouldn't be Black History Month. It should be Black History Year.
Oh, it's Black History Year. I don't just say February. Like I'll say Happy Black History Year. You know, yeah. If I see a Black person, I might throw that out there every now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I got to give a shout out to Kanye, which is like, we should focus on the future instead of the past. I think the past is good too, but like the things that, Black Americans, Black people are doing in the future, I think that's also really important as well.
I agree with that. Definitely can't forget the past.
No.
But I definitely think we focus on it a little bit too much in our movies. Like I know I'm getting tired of seeing whips and chains, and I want to see Black people in positions of power.
Facts. And I think it's purposely done that whenever they show movies of Black Americans in the past, the first they go to is slavery.
Yeah.
To make people think that. And I think I have something in my book. I'm not sure if it's this book here or a different book, but you mentioned whips and chains. How else do we use those words?
Whips and chains, little son.
That part.
Yeah, which is crazy. Yep, that's how they got us. That's right. All we want.
Working for the man. So who's the house? The man, the white man.
Exactly.
Right. The person that I'm in love with, I call him baby. That's a different.
I didn't make the connection on that one.
It's we won't go down that road. Okay. But we won't go down that road. It's skipping past that part. But basically,
put me on later though, because I'm curious.
So what's another term that usually like rappers or Black Americans will use for their house?
Oh, the crib.
What goes in the crib?
A baby. Okay.
Right. So it's like I find the English language very fascinating. I think it's also interesting these terms that we use as well. Right.
Yes, got it.
But I don't think it's by accident. That's a different story. Right. Young Miss, so what is something that most people, even close people who know you, what's something that they don't know about you? And it could be something small like you like the color red. What's something that most people don't know about you?
Oh man, that's a great question because I don't know what they don't know. My real name? Yeah, I don't know. What do y'all not know? Like, I feel like I'm an open book, especially on social media. I think I tell too much about myself at times. But yes, my favorite color is red. So there we go. If you didn't know that, now you know. I'm a vegan right now, even though my favorite food is cheese. So figure that out. Not gonna say my real name because I know I got some haters out there probably gonna Google me. I don't know. I'm an open book most of the time. So if there's something you want to know, just hit me up.
Got you. Okay, so I guess maybe something new is that the vegan thing.
Yeah.
How's that been treating you?
It's tough. I've been a vegetarian for 6 years.
Okay.
Vegan is different because, like I said, I love cheese. You can put it on everything and it makes it good. So like even like salads, I'm like, man, I can't just put some cheese on here real quick.
That part.
But no, it definitely takes dedication and willpower. That's something I need to work on anyway. So
yeah. What made you want to go vegan?
My weight.
Okay.
Trying to lose weight. I gained weight being a vegetarian. So that didn't make sense to me. So, it's just the next step is just cutting out what I think is the problem. And that's dairy. And it makes my stomach hurt. So, I mean, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah. Have you been feeling the difference?
I've lost weight, and that's the goal. So,
that's a plus.
Yep, I'm going to stick with it.
They say So, and this kind of makes sense, like dairy, which is the byproduct of milk to help feed a calf to become a cow.
Exactly.
So it's not meant for us to drink in the first place, right?
At all, at all. And I haven't drank milk. Well, being vegetarian, I wasn't drinking milk, not eating eggs already. So it's like, but I always use that point. Like, milk is for a baby cow. Like, so you're drinking it, you're gonna be the baby cow, essentially. You feel me? Like,
Yeah. It's just not designed for our biology, right? That's why we have
right.
an upset stomach when we have dairy. Because it's not for our
Exactly.
biology.
It's not for us.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's I want to make kudos to you being like, trying these new things out. And what I find funny about a lot of vegetarians, and you're like, I gained weight as a vegetarian. Like, that don't
Yeah.
even make sense.
Yeah, a lot.
And so what kind of happens is that what I've noticed from certain vegetarians, they're like, I'm a vegetarian, but like I'll just eat cereal, pasta, and like a vegan burger or veggie burger. And this is like, well, where's the veggies?
Right. For real, just a lot of bread and cheese. For years, the bread, cheese, beer. That was my diet for the 6 years. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of veggies now.
Yeah, it's like, where are the veggies at? Vegetarian, you
Right.
gotta incorporate, make the word make sense.
Exactly.
Incorporate it. So I thought that was interesting.
Right. I was just a Tarian at that point because there's no veggies at
That
all.
part, you're just tearing through food. Tearing.
Exactly.
I won't say. I'll just say Mrs. Clark. I heard something and I believe this, which is, you said you don't want to give your full name out there because you don't want the haters to Google you and blah blah blah. And
Yes.
I believe that you're not doing anything right if you don't have haters. But if you're doing things right when you do have haters.
Okay.
I'll
I'll
explain
take
this.
that.
Say it again.
I said I'll take that.
Yes.
Because I've been trying to figure it out too. I always feel like I'm not trying to bother nobody. I'm not hating on nobody myself. So, when I get the hate, I'm like, man, what did I do? But I guess I'm doing something right. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
at this point.
And so I'll go a little deeper into it. And it's just my perspective of how I took the thing is that you're doing something that they can't do. So all they can do is criticize because they can't do what you're doing. Otherwise, they would do it and they can't talk.
That's true.
Right? Think. I want you to also think about this. Anybody that you know is productive and successful, how much shit talking do they do?
There's no time to shit talk. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. So you're doing something right when people are like, man.
Right.
As opposed to if you weren't doing anything right, then people wouldn't say anything. They were like, okay, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
There's people who hate on LeBron.
I'm giving them something to criticize because I'm doing something.
Yeah, because you got something going on for you.
Yeah.
If you had nothing going on for you, whatever. We'll just drive right past.
Like you said, they criticize LeBron and he's one of the best. Not the GOAT, because that's Kobe, but
okay. Hey, yeah. Okay.
Just throw that out there, you feel me?
Hey, we gonna let that pass. We caught it.
All right, as long as y'all know.
Got you. R.I.P. to Kobe, man. He was a great man.
R.I.P. to Kobe.
Man, quick bypass. I was so curious to see what his plans were after retiring, because he had like less than a year, less than 2 years before he died when he retired, right? Something like that. And he was like getting into like venture capitalism and all this investment stuff, and man, really would have wished I could have seen his vision.
I know he had big plans. You could see it. It was like something was brewing, something was about to happen. I feel like maybe he was going to invest in women's sports. He was bringing a lot of attention to the WNBA. His little girl, rest in peace to Gigi, she was playing basketball. So I thought maybe that was coming next, maybe investing in a WNBA team. He also had endorsements. I forgot the name of the energy drink, but yeah, he was doing a lot. He was doing a lot right before he passed. And so it does kind of, you know, it sucks to not be able to know what was coming next, or we'll never get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And that just reminds me, like, you know, while we're here on this planet, we really have to do what we love and find our purpose. Whatever that may be. It's a range, but we have to definitely do what makes us happy and do what we love and serve. Young Miss, I want to thank you so much for being on the Empire. Can you please tell us all some of the current projects that you're working on?
Yeah, so local celebrities out now. Please go support that. Right now, I'm throwing shows. I'm available if anybody needs to book me as a DJ. I'm working on community work, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be a part of some roundtables, LGBT roundtables. Also discussing education. Just trying to balance it all. You know, I'm really trying to be everywhere. I need a nap, honestly, but just stay tapped in with me. You know, I'm doing a lot, and I hope to see everyone who supports me, or all the new people who don't know who I am, just pull up, see what I do.
I love that. And when you said nap, I just think, are you cranky? Are you cranky?
Always.
I got you. Someone give her a Snickers bar or something to eat. She cranky.
Yeah, no Snickers. I'm on a diet, but it's okay.
Give her an apple and a nap.
There we go. I'll take that. Apple a day.
There we go. I see a guitar in the background. Do you play a little guitar or?
No, my wife plays guitar. Very talented.
Shout out to the wifey.
Yes. If you guys come to the show today, Fiesta in the Galaxy Far, Far Away will be at the LAF compound. She's going to show off her guitar skills later. Shout out to Ty. Yeah, we both going to show up and show out later. So I hope to see some of you guys there.
Yeah. Did you and your wife connect through music? Is that how you guys kind of connected?
No, we met online.
Oh. So
Yeah.
you're one of the people that can say, you know, online dating works.
Yeah. I'm definitely an example. Sometimes you swipe on the right person.
Got you. Was it Grindr?
Grindr. I'm pretty sure Grindr's for guys.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Shout out to the homeboys who use Grindr. No, it was an app called Her. So shout out to her. We should probably reach out and tell them what happened so we could get like a commercial or something.
That part. Hey, you might be able to get a sponsorship low key. Maybe think about that.
Yeah, shoot. They could sponsor our next anniversary trip. Son.
That part. Hey, they can probably sponsor you as a DJ, sponsor you for, you know, maybe the podcast that you do.
There we go.
Just saying.
Like how you thinking?
Just saying.
Let me make a note.
Please make a note. 10% over here. Don't forget 10%.
I got you.
That's it.
You'll get your cut.
That part. No Grindr, folks. No Grindr.
No Grindr. You won't see me on Grindr, guys.
That
Sorry.
part, my bad. I just hear things. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah, you were close, but no, but not at all.
Gotcha. Is Her like the equivalent, like the female version for Grindr?
I guess you could say that. I wasn't using Her for like quick hookups, and I feel like that's what Grindr is. But correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, guys. I don't know. Yeah.
Got you. I don't know these things. I stay away from them. I don't know. I know.
You tried though.
A cat that I knew at the time, he was telling me, and I want to know if maybe it's the same thing that you probably experienced doing, the online dating thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess there was also like racism also like in the LGBT community as well, where it's like they'll say like no fried chicken, no Chinese food. Have you heard about this stuff?
I haven't. That's rude. What?
Yeah, like they'll like on the dating, they'll say like, yeah, looking for XX person, no fried chicken, no Chinese food, and it's like code for like.
Yeah, if you see that on somebody's profile, just go ahead and click report. Go ahead and snitch on them real quick, because we ain't got time for that in 2024. We're not doing that.
Gotcha. And I guess it's common. I guess, well, the way he was saying, he said it was kind of common, which I thought was interesting.
That's crazy. Everybody doesn't eat fried chicken. It's just black people. That's crazy. They missing out. That's on them.
That part, well, I guess now for you, you're eating fried oyster mushrooms that taste like it.
Yep. Fried chicken.
Yeah. Okay. You seem so sad. She's like, fried chicken.
Yeah. I do miss fried chicken, but it's okay though.
Low key, hey, so, I've definitely been on the plant-based tip, or the veggie tip. And I just want to share something with you, right? So, and you can take it how you want. I think it's definitely crucial to treat our bodies well because it's the only body we have. But I think every once in a while, I think it's okay to be like, you know what? I haven't had fried chicken in 3 months. I'm just going to have 3 pieces of fried chicken. I haven't had it in 3 months. I just, it's kind of like buying the skins, for the, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what? Like,
yeah, I don't think I could ever go back to meat. I think I would be so incredibly sick if I did. Meat was already making me sick. It was giving me really bad stomach aches, like worse than dairy. So I'm good on that.
Okay.
But yeah, do I miss my mom's meatloaf? Yeah, I do. I think about it. Would I eat it? No.
Got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I just
shout out to my mom. What's up, mom?
Shout out, mom. You want to give her by name or you just mom's good?
Lady Keys. What's up, Lady Keys?
Lady Keys. Shout out to you and the meatloaf.
Yeah, she just got accepted to CBU. Shout out to my mama. You feel me? Music major. That's where I get it from.
She's a music major?
She's a music major now.
Ooh, shout out to you, CBU.
Yep.
The reason why I mentioned that is because sometimes, people do the vegan thing and they're kind of, they do it and it's kind of like, in my opinion, like like they're torturing themselves. Like it feels like torture. Like, oh, I have to eat this. I don't want to eat it. Blah blah blah, and like they feel restricted. And so I'm like, okay, you've disciplined yourself and you've done this. And every once in a while, if you feel like, hey, you know what, I just want to have just this little thing. I think it's okay. I used to be super on the edge of like, no, you can't have anything ever, ever, ever. And I kind of got to the point where it's like, okay, like, young miss, let's say if we're in Asia, right? And they say, hey, man, like, we have this specialized cheese, whatever, that you're never going to try anywhere else. Sushi, you're never going to try it anywhere else. And we're only in Asia, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? Just for that experience, I'll try it. Maybe not that much, but I'll try it just for the experience.
Yeah, I've had that thought thinking about traveling because I do want to travel more. I'm like, if I go to Korea, one, I'm nervous because it's like I'm not gonna know what is saying on the menu.
I have pictures.
I'm gonna need somebody to help me out so I don't order something and then there's a big duck on my plate.
And a live octopus, an octopus that's still moving.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm always nervous about that. But I do think about that. Like if I'm traveling, like, this is an experience. Am I really going to withhold this amazing food from myself? And the answer is yes. I'll find a way.
Yeah. And I'm not saying like completely like indulge. I'm just saying like, like maybe just a little bit here.
And it's based on your reasoning. If you're a vegan because you want to be healthy, that's different. If you want to treat yourself, eat a little sun here and there, cool. And enjoy your burger. But like if you're, not eating because you don't like the treatment of animals, then that's something totally different. And I think mine is a sprinkle of both. I saw those videos where they're killing chickens and stabbing cows, and I'm good. I don't want to eat blood, so I'm good off that. Y'all can have that. Fry it up at least, get all the blood out. Y'all be eating rare steaks. I can't, bro. I just can't.
That's the best way. Medium rare.
Yeah, y'all like the taste of blood? That's crazy.
That's where all the nutrients are.
Okay.
Wow.
Enjoy. Enjoy it for the both of us because it couldn't be me.
That part, don't worry. I don't indulge in that stuff. But when I did have a steak, medium rare was definitely the way to go. Even though I was raised on well done, medium rare was the thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if you ever heard of a gentleman called Yaki Awakens, what he goes by.
I haven't.
But I would check him out. He's a herbalist, good brother from Missouri. Check him out. And I'll shoot him your info. I'll shoot his info to you. But he's a good guy to check out for like health, healing, and stuff and information like that.
Yes, please do.
But young miss, I want to thank you for being on the Empire. Let's
Yes,
say
thank you for
100 years.
having me.
Oh man, we're so grateful to have you. Let's
Yeah.
let's say 100 years pass by, 200 years pass by, half a millennia, which is 500 years pass by.
Mhm.
What would you like your empire to look like? Whether music, education, family, vegan life. What would you like your empire to look like 500 years from today?
Wow. I would just like to leave a mark some way, you know, people could look back and say like, oh, she made a difference somehow. And that's in everything I do, whether it's education, my music, my DJing, whatever I do, you know. YOLO, you only live once. So really I'm just here trying to make my mark. You know, I don't know if it's gonna be a small one or a big one, but I'm trying to leave something at this point. So hopefully it's a big one. Hopefully I change lives. You know, that's the goal.
I love that. And sometimes all you need to do is just change one life, and that
Yeah.
can it can do a lot. You know, Igmis, I want to thank you again one more time for being on the Empire. Can you please let everybody know how they can find you, support you, work with you, all that good jazz? Can you let everybody know how they can do that?
Yes, of course. Google me, Young Miss, YUNGMISS. That's my name on Instagram, on Twitter. I have TikTok. I'm trying to figure it out. You feel me? I'm getting older. All these apps, man. It's all this new stuff. But that's young.miss. Reach out. You feel me? I'll hit you back. I always show love, especially if you do music. Send me your music. I'll let you know what I think. It's all love.
Boom. And I believe her IG is in the description, folks. So if you guys want to connect with her, it's right there. You just click it and you guys can connect with her and get
Yep, check
everything that you
out.
guys need. Yeah, it's right there. So I want to thank everybody for checking out today's episode. I want to thank Miss for being on. We learned a lot from, her DJing, working with the Q plus community, her vegan lifestyle. She became vegan, missing her mom's meatloaf. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and joining. If you guys enjoy the stuff that we do here, my name's Antonio Lee Miles. I'm the host. This is The Empire. If you guys really enjoy the work and stuff like that, you guys want to contribute and support so we can keep doing this, we have a Cash App, which is $ The Empire Podcast. We also have PayPal and Venmo, which are in the links in the description. We really appreciate everyone's contribution. It goes right back to the podcast to doing more great work. Other than that, I do have a book back here. It's also called 10 Things That Your Parents Should Have Taught You But Didn't, which you can get available on Amazon. Links in the description. And I don't know. I guess other than that, is there anything else you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Happy Black History Year.
Happy Black History Year to everybody. And to everybody, I was going to say something about Christmas, but I can't think.
Yeah,
And
have a good night.
Yeah, there you go. See, you knew where we were going.
Yeah.
So
No, much love to everybody. I appreciate everybody that shows love. Appreciate my people in the comments, everybody who tuned into the show. And thank you for having me. You know, it's always a blessing as an artist to be asked to be on avenues like this. So thank you for what you're doing.
Man, thank you so much. I hope you had a good time.
Oh, yeah, we have fun. Great conversation.
Good, awesome. And yeah, folks, other than that, please like, subscribe. You know the whole deal. We'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.
Bye.